Hello everybody, welcome back to Ball Street. It's that time. It's time for Ask the Club. Follow us on Twitter if you want your questions answered. Most Mondays we do this, so the best way of getting your questions answered, of course, is to go onto Twitter and follow us at Ball Street. A lot of you guys have done it. We're going to answer your questions right now. Myself and that man they call Flav, who's joining me on Skype right now. Hello Flav, you good?
I'm good.
Good man. Right, let's do it. So first one, of course, Man United came back 2-0 down after 70 minutes and were able to come back 3-2 against Newcastle. But Nikal at ZAR, or Zar Kopite, sorry, he asked, does United's victory just paper over the cracks? Flav, do you want to tackle this one first?
Yeah, I think it does. I think the victory means nothing at all. There's a number of reasons for that. The victory has nothing to do with Pogba's relationship with Mourinho. The victory has nothing to do with the shambolic defence that Man United currently have, and the victory has nothing to do with the personnel they've got at the back. I know Sam Peoples, who's also of United People's TV, he seems to think that they have a squad capable of winning the league. They do, and the forward players do for sure, and the front line is great, and the midfield is decent, but the defence is there's major issues there, and I don't think the goals that they conceded against Newcastle, 2 in the first 10 minutes. Part of it was a lapse in concentration. Part of it, and that comes, I think, from the energy that the manager gives off in the team talk. You know, if they're not alert going onto the pitch and up for it, and conceding goals like they did against Newcastle, then there's major issues with Mourinho's influence on that side. Tactically, he didn't do anything wrong with those goals from what I could see from a novice perspective in football management.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think you could look at this a couple of ways, and Mourinho could watch back that game and have nightmares because the defending was frightening. And in the second half, he essentially went to his players, look, it's not about tactics, it's not about personnel, it's about you players stepping up and doing something and being leaders. And in the second half, if you watch it from a tactical point of view, then look, Man United have not really moved forward that much. But what you did see was you saw certain players step up, one of which, in my opinion, was Paul Pogba. I don't think you could play that way against any other team in the league, but this is a Newcastle team with low confidence and with a manager who has got them to this point by being quite negative a lot of the time. And when you're 2-0 up away at Old Trafford, understandably, you're going to kind of defend for your lives. So that allowed Paul Pogba to run the game from that position. But if Mourinho just throws away the tape to that game and looks at the desire that was shown and the result that was created at the end by getting that win, it can be a starting point, I believe, for Man United. But Jose Mourinho needs to show a little bit more humility. He needs to be a bit smarter with the press. He needs to protect the players that he's got. He needs to stop having leaks coming out of the from the board to the press saying that he's going, things like that. That's not helpful at all. But it can be a starting point if he shows some positivity towards his squad. The bottom line, and it's a bit like we were talking about when it comes to Arsenal yesterday, that squad, I think you now know the back four. It could have more confidence and therefore play better, but it's never going to be a league-winning back four. And so this season, it's a little bit of a write-off in terms of winning the title, which was probably the expectations for Mourinho at the start of the season, or certainly at the start of his tenure. This is the third year. You know, he has people saying he hasn't spent a lot of money. He spent shitloads of money. So I think that the expectations should be high. They should be disappointed with Mourinho, but this could be the start of something a lot better for them. But maybe I'm just being a bit more optimistic.
What's a lot better? What's a lot better for them?
It's performances, I think, Flav. I think it's they've been able to sort of eke out results over the last 2 seasons, but have the performances been as exciting as they want it to be? I think that for Liverpool at times and for Spurs at times. Yeah, okay, you've sort of come up short, and at times Man United, of course, finished second last year, but I think people were more excited with the football that you saw at Spurs or the football you saw at Liverpool. There was more dynamism, there was more positivity, and I think you've seen that at Arsenal as well in the last 9 games.
You don't have Mourinho in charge to get those things. You get Mourinho in charge to win your trophies, and that's the be-all and end-all. But the fact is it's a lot easier finishing 4th with Tottenham or Liverpool than it is finishing 4th with Man United because of the way they play.
Yeah, very true. And well, that's it. I feel like he needs to change, and they need to change, and
they need to get rid of him.
You think they need to get rid?
Yeah, just get rid of him. It's
just not going to happen, though, is it? Not until the end of the season.
Look, there's too much water under the bridge for Mourinho and Man United. This relationship with Pogba isn't going to be healed because these things never are in football. There's two huge egos. Pogba can't leave because Man United can't afford to let him leave. The easiest thing for everybody would be if Mourinho just said, you know what, I've lost it, because he's never going to say that, but this is all just falling apart a little bit.
Okay, well, let us know what you think, guys, in the comments below. Do you think this is just papering over the cracks? Could it be the start of something new, or is Flav right? Is it just a matter of time before Mourinho kind of has to go so that Man United can start again? Let's ask another question. This is from, I haven't got his name, and I'm sorry, really sorry, because I printed it out. Anyway, we are 8 games into the season, so have your top 4 predictions changed? If so, what are your new predictions? Now, I went for Man City, Liverpool, Man United 3rd, and Spurs to finish 4th.
I went Man United. No, sorry, I went Manchester City, Liverpool, Spurs, Man United, I think. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what I did.
So I'm guessing we're both probably changing it, right? Because Chelsea have come from nowhere.
Yeah. Not nowhere. My feeling at this point would be Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. But it's between those 3. You could interchange any one of them. They all look that good. I think Chelsea's defensive problems will mean that they fall short. And by that, they're not even significant. It's just all that keeps coming back to me is that game against Arsenal in the end of the second half where Arsenal could have had 5. And maybe they'll sort that out. But at this stage, you can't see past Liverpool and Man City. But Chelsea do it. Then
it does feel like they're a bit detached, these 3, and it's only 2 points, isn't it? But you could see those 3 dominating every game apart from the games against each other for the rest of the season.
What I would say though, right? Because Spurs we're not playing well at all. We're winning games and not playing well. If things start to click at Tottenham, who knows?
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Like, there's no runaway team yet. You know, Man City are fallible. Liverpool are fallible. Haven't won a game in 4 games. Maybe it is our year.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it all. Yeah, look, that's it, isn't it? And we said in the video yesterday, like, you know, some people are starting to kind of question Liverpool a tiny bit just because they haven't blown the last 3 games away like they have like the previous. But yeah, I do think it feels like it is those 3 that do have a little something extra in terms of the depth of their squad, and I expect those 3 to be the 3. Man United, can they sort themselves out? I'd be very surprised.
I'd be amazed.
Yeah, and like you say, with Spurs doing what they're doing. Arsenal obviously are joint on points with Spurs. I don't believe it just yet with Arsenal. I think I need a little bit more convincing for them to be one of the top 4 teams. But yeah, I think we will have to change it a little bit. Next question, quick one, because I know you hate it. At Bogdan715, what's worse than the international break, Flav?
I've had a hernia operation.
Was it worse than the international break?
Well, it coincided with the international break, so
they're not mutually exclusive.
No, it feels like they're intertwined quite significantly. It's shit, isn't it? International friendlies are shit. No one gives a shit about them. Get rid of them. All we need is major competitions when the league is not playing. Other than that, just get rid of them.
I'm looking forward to seeing Sancho, though. I am looking forward to seeing Sancho. Who has been your surprise team of the season? What, mate?
So it's all right to have a 2-week break for all football because you're excited to see Sancho. You're a selfish man.
I'm just trying to see the best of a difficult situation, you know? Don't get at me because it's not my fault that your groin's not up to it, okay?
My groin's up to it.
At FraserDan74, and I know this guy's a Bournemouth fan, so I know this is a leading question. Who has been your surprise team of the season so far?
Bournemouth.
Yeah,
he knows. But you know what? They don't get talked about enough. So fair enough. Like, good on this guy. What's his name?
Dan Fraser.
Good on you, Dan.
Do you know what I did say? Do you remember this, Flav? I did say Bournemouth are going to have a really good start because their fixtures were quite good. Do you remember that?
I kind of remember that.
The video's there for everyone to watch and enjoy.
Yeah, go back and watch the predictor. Look, I've been talking about how good Eddie Howe is for years. Since we started working together, Jim, I've always talked about it. So it's like finally things are kind of clicking into gear for him. I know we're only 8 games in this early days, but that 4-0 drubbing of Watford, who when they played Spurs were absolute animals. Like we couldn't get near them. And for Bournemouth to it was the scoreline flattered Bournemouth somewhat. They were very clinical, but Eddie Howe knows what he's doing. He should be the next England manager. Gareth Southgate should probably jog on now, and Eddie Howe should be made England manager because he's the kind of youthful, exciting. He plays football with a squad that really it doesn't have a right to. Do you know what I mean? In the conventional, traditional way of the Premier League is if you want to play sexy football, you've got to be Liverpool, Man United, Spurs, Tottenham, whoever else, and stay up and do well. If you want to play open, expansive football and you don't have the resources, you go down or you get pummeled and you're forced to turn into a more pragmatic approach. But Eddie Howe hasn't done it. He stayed true to his principles, and good, all power to him.
Yeah.
All I would say is a lot of good shit gets said about Eddie Howe. Bit of a snake, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
A bit of a snake.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember when he up sticks and went to Burnley? Didn't work out for him, did he? And he came crawling back.
No one brings that up, do they?
No, everyone forgets that bit, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Like a husband who's cheated on his wife and comes crawling back when he realises it ain't all right over there.
Yeah. He'd be rubbish on Strictly, Eddie Howe. He'd be in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, he would.
Bournemouth, I think, it's fair to say they're a bit of a surprise, but I did feel like there was a coming together of like the money that they spent last year with the good sort of base of hungry players that they've got. David Brooks has come in and he's a really talented player for them. But they have done well. I think Wolves have obviously been a bit of a surprise with the tough games that they've had to play. Bournemouth have got a lot more harder fixtures in the next couple of months. The end of November and then December is quite a tricky month for Bournemouth, so you might see them fall away a little bit there. I think Watford you've got to speak about as well briefly, just because I think Javi Gracia. Look, not many people knew too much about him. His record wasn't that great. We could have seen, everyone would have gone, look, I could have seen this happening. He's going to be here for 15, 20 games over the passage of May to to November, and then he's out the door like the rest of them, and he's done pretty well so far.
James, I love Watford. I love them. They're just mental, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nuts.
They're mad. They get in all these players you never heard of. They're all brilliant. They get these managers that you shouldn't be anywhere near a Premier League job. They come in and do brilliant. Amazing. Yeah. It goes against everything that we know. Security. Give managers time. Watford are like, nah, fuck that. They ain't having time.
I want results.
You're getting a season, regardless of how well you do, and you're out.
Yeah. And look, we're talking right now, and I'm saying, look, they've done quite well because I expect them to be right down there. In 5 games' time, he could be gone. Couldn't he? He's out the door.
Yeah, he's out the door. I mean, he could win all 5 games and be out the door.
That's true. And last one for Ask the Club this week comes from Isaiah Ali. At Isaiah Ali. What on earth is going on with Harry Kane, Flav? The man is virtually playing like a false 9. I can't fathom why the best finisher in the league is dropping deep to create chances instead of being on the end of them. Has he changed his game after his injury, or is it Poch's new system?
I don't know. I wish I had. I wish. No, that isn't the answer. I should make something up, but I don't know.
Just make something up now. Go on.
I think it's not.
This is your team. You should know.
I don't understand why he keeps dropping back either. I don't know why. Gets in the box.
It's fucking mad, isn't it?
I think it's 2 things. I think Kane. I think Pochettino and Kane himself realised that he's much more valuable than just a goal poacher or a number 9. He has more value than that. He's a better player than that. You've seen the way he sprays balls across and brings other players into the side. His hold-up play is incredible. There's more to him than that. And I think there's more to him than just scoring goals. And I think it would be foolish to just think, all right, get in the box, get on the end of every cross you can. when he can actually help build up and create play and bring other players in.
Do you think there's an element of it, Flav, that missing Dele Alli? Because he might occupy those spaces a little bit more, and then Kane hasn't got to worry about it, and he can just get on his bike and play on the last man.
I think that's an excellent shout. I think the injuries have changed the way we've had to play. Don't make me laugh.
Sorry.
It'd be good. Our lack of quality in midfield without Eriksen, without Dele Alli, it changes the way we play, and we do miss an element of that in midfield. They're the only ones that can occupy space as well as they do, and it sounds like such a throwaway thing, like occupy. They can run into space well. All footballers should be able to, but it isn't. It's an intelligence thing. It's a pitch IQ thing, and when we have the ball, they cause absolute mayhem to defences because they merely take up positions which are unexpected or dangerous constantly. They're constantly moving. So I'd imagine you think if those two aren't there, then it would require a different type of tactic to upset the defence and pull them out of shape. And maybe Harry Kane dropping deep is that. I think the main issue here, right? The main issue here is I don't know, and nor would I know because I'm not a football manager. It's one thing, asking us stuff like this. How am I going to answer? It's impossible. There's no way I can know
Well,
that.
I mean, it's just a bit fun, Flav.
Well, no, listen, it isn't just a bit of fun, is it? Because I'm on a YouTube channel here, and people are watching me, and I'm supposed to pretend to know this shit. I don't know. I don't know why he keeps dropping deep.
Thanks everyone for watching. We hope we've answered a few of your questions there. Make sure you get more questions in if you want them answered. You can do that by following us on Twitter. Can we just have a quick, and I'm going to have to do it on my own, but wherever you are watching this, quick round of applause for Flav. Fighting the pain. Flav, well done, mate. And as a reward, hit the like button, say in the comments, well done, Flav. And if you don't subscribe to this channel yet and you're still watching this, you must have got something out of it. So hit the subscribe button to Ball Street. Thank you very much for that. Flav, thank you, mate. Go rest. Try not to laugh. Try not to watch any other videos of me because I'm hilarious. And you'll be back on your feet in no time, mate. Flav, you still there? We'll see you soon.